Tour junkies.
What's going on, golf addicts? Welcome to the 2025 Wyndham Championship from Sedgefield Country Club, the final event of the PGA Tour regular season. The playoffs get started next week. We're pumped about it. Full field. I love this course. I love this event. Pat, I love you. How you doing, buddy?
I love you too, DB. I'm doing good.
Aw,
Good.
Look at us.
Yeah, just a lot of love. You know, I can't believe this is the Wyndham. So everything's going by so fast.
I'm so
Time
ready
is
for it.
flying by, DB. When you get into your 40s and you're getting close
Yeah.
to your 50s, time just
You know I
flies by.
turned 40. Did you know I turned 40?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
you did. Did you have a party?
Yeah. I did.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I did.
Good.
Listen, brought to you by our friends at SoBet, as always. And I don't know if you know, Pat, but now we are up 23 units on SoBet for the year, for the golf season starting in January. 23 units. If you rode with us with our exclusive golf bets to this point through the winners and the losers, you're up 23 units. Thank you to our buddy Kurt Kitayama for getting that done. Had that one on the card at 40-1. Dropped another matchup that we won on SoBet last week. That the placement bets are hitting at about a 55-60% clip. Excited about that. And of course, they're running hot contests over there on a regular basis. I hear there's some nice contests being geared up for the NFL season coming on SoBet. Every type of sport handicapper you can imagine is right there. Click the link in the description. Try it out for just $1 for this first month, and you will not regret it. We appreciate our friends at SoBet. Check it out, man, because it's where it's at. Let's bring in a guy who we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen him. We miss him too. And he's been traveling. He's a trailblazer. He's a big time media person now, and he's been on vacation. You know, everybody's got to get the vacation in. The beautiful Mr. Matt Every. Here he is. Hey, Matt. Hey, buddy.
What's up, boys? Media. I don't know what you just said there.
Something about media, darling.
Yeah, media.
Lovable.
You
Right,
said
DB's gotta
big
gotta
time.
love
Media,
this
you
part.
said big time media star. I would say medium media
Oh,
star.
but you're on the
Trending.
you're up and to the right, buddy.
Trending.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're the
Dude, I've been good. I actually worked last week.
Yeah, I heard you a little bit
on the world feed, and then we did the drop this morning for Wyndham and ready to roll. I miss you guys too, though, bro. I'm bummed I missed the last couple of weeks.
I was well, I didn't hear you on the world feed because I don't even know how to access that. I don't know if I can, but when you were briefly on the call in the coverage gap window or whatever happened on the Golf Channel, I heard you, and I was watching it with my son because we were trying to pull Kitayama through.
Yeah.
And I heard your voice. I was like, I think that's Matt. So I texted you, and in between the response, I told my son, I was like, sometimes we can get Matt to say stuff on TV.
Dude,
like
I totally would have done
and
it.
phrase. And he was getting so geared up. He's like, "Oh, that's gonna be awesome." He's like, "Tell me what we tell him, what we're gonna do." And then you texted, you're like, "Oh, I'm done now." I was like, "Dang it!"
Yeah.
So we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, the way that works is like it's basically sold to the rest of the world. So we just copy CBS's coverage. We just talk over it, their camera shots. So, and it's sold to the rest of the world. Well, Golf Channel had a 15-minute gap. So basically we just filled their air for, that amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool tournament.
Kitayama,
he tried to make. Are you okay? First of all, are you okay with Kitayama winning? Is that all right?
He was on the card, Matt. Yeah, 40-1.
Okay,
I'm very okay. I will say, I felt when he came out on that front nine again, like my son was like, "This is over," and I was like, "Yeah, I actually think this is over." And I said, "It will be so." And he's been riding with me these last few weeks because I've had a lot of runner-ups. I've had Fitzpatrick. I've had some runner-ups here in the last few weeks, and he's been riding with me on a Sunday. And I said, man, it would be so nice to just have a stress-free outright. I haven't had one of those in a while, and a stress-free outright would be awesome. And he was like, no, that's no fun. Like, isn't it more fun when it's tight? And I was like, no, I want clear winner. And I thought I was going to get it. And then I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then that 18th hole really, really made me nervous.
A little stressful. little stressful.
It was a little stressful. Why do you think he? Why do you think he? I mean, I guess the move is
Well, I
just
think
stay
he
aggressive.
fights a big miss first. Like his misses are big.
Do you think he knew that Stevens was one shot behind him in the
Yes,
fairway on
I do.
18? Because
I do, because he
okay,
was
then
very.
why not just wedge it down? Why not just wedge it down the fairway there?
Oh, dude, this is okay. Well, first off, he had 215 with a wind that's probably about it was probably about a 7 or 8 o'clock wind, so quartering down off the left. All right.
Wait a minute. Hit me with that like I'm a
Okay.
5-year-old.
So
Quartering,
he has
so 8
what do you
o'clock.
have into the hole? 215 yards.
215, yeah.
Okay.
Which Jake Knapp had just rinsed it from 212. So I was like,
but
freaking out.
Jake Knapp was trying to make eagle, and he needed to press that front edge to make eagle.
Dude.
He probably hit 7-iron, dude.
He hit 8-iron.
Okay, exactly, 8-iron. That's an easy shot for the miss there for Kitty. The mistake Kitayama made was leaking it right. He should have just taken 5-iron was plenty of club. Unless he just makes the worst swing of his life, that ball is going to get over the water. All right. Like that 5-iron was probably intended to go into the back bleachers like everyone else that
like
went
Kanaya
through there.
did.
Well, a ton of guys did it. It leaves you all the, you have all the green in the world to work with, and it just takes the big number out of play. Dude, we covered that hole, for the most of the day. There were some very big numbers on that hole made. Like a 10 was made. I think 3 8s were made on Sunday. Like
somebody made a 10?
Yeah, I think someone made a 10
this year.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Hey, you're glad you didn't know that going into Kitty going.
Oh my god!
But when he pulled out, but what I'm saying is that 250, whatever the number was, it was around 215.
Yeah,
a 5-iron downwind. That's 215 hole. Carry, it's probably like 206, right?
Yeah.
So 5-iron downwind, hot out. Like that ball's, if he makes normal contact with it, it's flying 20 yards over the pin. I think sometimes it's just hard to commit to those when a good shot's not going to be close. You just do something weird down at the bottom, and he comes. I think his natural move is standing up out of a shot. Either that, or he has some kind of limitations in his upper body rotation on the way through, because he looks like he saves everything, doesn't it?
Everything looks like he kind of tries to.
And it looks to me like it's like, oh god, this is to the right. I need to figure this out over here.
Yeah.
But man, sick bunker shot, and
that
was a scary one.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
How about shooting in the 20s, 28 and 29s on your opening nines on Saturday and Sunday?
Not bad.
I mean,
pretty good.
Shooting the 29 on Sunday and it being worse than the day before, like, god dang it, that's wild.
Whenever someone shoots a real low one, though, everyone has always said, oh, it's hard to back a low one up with another low one.
Yeah.
But I think the situation he was in, look, he's going into a final round and into a shootout, and he doesn't have time to rest on that, or even that be in his mind. Like the gas pedal has to be down. And it was evident from the first hole that he was pretty fucking sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was good to get one. 6th outright of the year for me. I'm happy about that. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good.
Dude, that's nice.
I'm excited about the Wyndham.
I am too. I feel like this is a horses for a certain type of player wins here.
What are we drinking anything tonight, gentlemen?
I got a coffee.
Pat?
I don't. I have a Sprite Zero.
This show has gone downhill.
It's
I got a little decoy Pinot Noir recommended to me by somebody on X. It's pretty good.
Oh wow, decoy's pretty. It's good stuff. A little $20 bottle of wine. Somewhere in there.
Publix had it on special today. It's I think it's normally $29.99. It was like $23 today.
Okay, good.
Is that where you guys shop, Publix?
Yeah.
Same.
Are you about a grocery store shame here? Where are you going with those?
Dude, Pat is a Publix.
I go to Publix. I'm a Floridian, dude. Of course I go to Publix.
Can I say this? I just learned this, and this is, hey, we're 40-year-old gentlemen on this show. This is what you talk about sometimes.
What do you got?
Our audience ages with us. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned, and maybe you guys are going to be like, what is wrong with you? And I do the grocery shopping at my house for the most part. I just learned at the beach a couple weeks ago that you can go to the seafood place, seafood department, get you some shrimp, and they will steam it for you and season it. I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Nice. Did you know that, Pat? You knew that, didn't you?
I did not, but you know what I didn't know either?
Yeah, tell
You
me.
go
Let's
to
all share a grocery store secret.
No, this is not a grocery store. This is this is a restaurant secret. You know, if you order a wedge salad, they'll chop it for you, and when they bring it out.
Like just anybody will do
I
that.
didn't
I don't
know
know
that
that
either.
that's the case.
Yeah, no, if you get a wedge salad, you know, normally they just give it to you as a wedge. If you say,
Right.
I want the wedge salad, but can you chop it? They'll take that wedge and they'll chop it up for you, so you don't have to do it yourself when it comes out to you. I mean,
Isn't
that's
that just a regular salad?
I don't know, but I'm just saying they do that with a wedge salad.
I'm a Caesar guy. I'm a Caesar salad guy.
I like a good wedge.
Matt, do you have any grocery store secrets?
Not a big salad guy. No,
Okay.
not really. I love going to the grocery store. I love getting lost in the grocery store. You know, if I
Dude,
got nothing to do, like
Yeah,
just
I kind of put my
just-
AirPods in.
yeah, yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
still get a lobster, like a real live lobster at Publix?
No, maybe at Red Lobster you can get a real live lobster. Remember when you were kids, you go in there and like they had them in the tank.
Yeah,
They had those at Publix.
they had them in the grocery store.
Yeah, they used to have a
Maybe
tank.
listen, if
I
you're a
feel
listener,
I feel like there's probably steakhouses in Augusta that have lobsters.
oh dude, what are you trying to say, dude?
When you walk in,
I feel like that's kind of a dig. I feel like
it's
that's
not a
what you're
dig at
trying to
all.
do right there.
That is.
Yeah,
not
you're
a
kind
dig
of
at all.
you kind of have a shit-eating grin on your face, like you're trying to.
I didn't even know you
low,
were gonna think that was a dig. Now I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
now, but
it's a low.
That would be my kind of spot. It's not a dig.
What, like a Ryan's? You think we
It's
got
not a dig? No, not like a Ryan's. Stop.
You know, this makes me think though, because you know, I thought about this last week, DB, because you know, Matt has tended to like city shame in
What
some
are
of
you
our
talking about?
Yeah.
like Detroit or something.
Detroit?
and-
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
But no,
one
DB,
time.
last week you city shamed Minneapolis, and I was like, well, all right, it's rubbing off. You know, you talk shit
Yeah.
about Minneapolis. You said it was a shitty town, and I'm like, well, are we gonna do this every week? Are we gonna talk about, you know?
Yeah, what Greensboro? What do we got about that?
I've never been to Greensboro.
It's hot.
I actually shame. Now that you think about it, Pat, I wrote it out in SoBet in the post on SoBet that it's the thick-wristed female capital of the country in Minnesota. And so yeah, and I stand by that take. I really do. There's a lot of thick-wristed softball players in Minnesota, and that's just the truth. There ain't many. I mean, we have them in the South too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we have good softball playing girls down here, but the per capita, the number is higher in Minneapolis. I'm just saying. We've been there one time. We experienced it. Pat, you experienced it even more so than I did.
Right. I'm wearing a Hazeltine shirt right now. I mean,
need to remind you of your experience at that bar in Excelsior one night.
yeah, good.
That's a story we'll tell Matt at the Ryder Cup.
You guys stay in downtown Minneapolis?
No, I don't even know where we stayed. We stayed out just outside of Hazeltine. I think.
But we went out in Excelsior.
We did. It was a good time. Good time.
Okay.
Speaking of the Ryder Cup, folks, big news. Like I'm pumped about this. I'm so excited about the Ryder Cup. It's going to be here before we know it. We talked to our friends at Elite Events last week. We've got like 20, 25 people coming to this golf event that we're having in New York at the Muni there. We've got a good number of folks coming to the Yankees game. We've got some folks loading up to come to the Ryder Cup. I think there's going to be a good contingent of us Tour Junkies fans descending on Bethpage on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm really pumped about it. And our friends at Elite have said, I'm going to share the screen real quick. They have said that at this point, like, you kind of need to lock this up pretty quickly if you're going to go. But if you are interested in playing in the Ryder Cup event that we're doing, where we're going to play 27 holes at Clearview Park Golf Course on Friday, September 26th, we've got that whole course kind of booked out for that day. And we're going to have breakfast included. We're going to have lunch, a barbecue at the Turn. We're going to play 27 holes. Me and Pat are going to be there involved and having a good time. We're going to have some drinks, dude. It's going to be lit. We really want some more people to join that, even if that's all you can do. So if you're a listener in that area, or you're just going to be in town, if that's all you can do is play in the golf tournament, we want you there. It's going to be a great time, and the more the merrier. But we do want to figure out who's going sooner rather than later, because we need to kind of figure out the game plan for, Team Pat versus Team DB if we're doing that. We want to try to put a nice game together for that 27-hole event on Friday. So in other words, click the link in the description for the elite events and tickets packages. You don't have to get the packages you see here on the screen, the 3-night or the 4-night. You can pick and choose, or you can just say, hey, I just want to play in the golf tournament, or I just want to make the Yankees game with the fellas, or I already have my Ryder Cup ticket. I just want to be involved in everything else. They can set all that up for you. It's not a problem. Just click the link in the description, fill out the form. We're excited about the Pat. Do you remember the name of the bar that we've got reserved for the Georgia-Alabama game on Saturday night? Do you remember the name of that?
No, I don't. But I hear it's
bar.
being a good spot for sure. So.
Yeah.
What's that one bar up there?
It's like
This is not a Georgia bar. I know we get these. There's a lot of folks that have said, well, you need to be at the Georgia bar, and that I've been up to New York plenty of times and been to the Georgia bars up there, and it's so packed and hard to get into. This is basically going to be a more private setting for us and for our group, because if you try to go to like the Georgia bar, it's just gonna be ridiculously packed.
It's it doesn't have like the word blue in it or something. Maybe I'm thinking of something different.
It's in a good area. I mean, it's
yeah, it's like right.
It's not
right
the
downtown.
specific Georgia bar though for the
No.
Bulldogs.
But we got the room rented out. There's going to be there's a big Penn State game is that what she said? Big Penn State game that week.
Yeah,
too?
I think there's a lot of Penn State viewers.
So we're gonna have a great time.
Nobody cares about that.
Well, I'm saying the bar's gonna be hopping. Like it's gonna be.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
So we've got a great place to stay. We're working on down there. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun. Like come check it out. And our folks at Elite Events and Tickets are hooking us up, and they're hooking you up. So it will be fun. Matt, do you wanna play in that golf tournament with us?
When is it? September what?
26th. 20. Yes, the golf tournament is the 26th. That's the
When's
Friday
that?
of the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the Georgia game with us, Matt? You want to watch the
Go
Georgia
to the Georgia, yeah, the bar.
I'm playing in the New Mexico Open in September. Yeah, random. We're close. We're sponsoring the event. I don't even know how that worked out. One of the other guys did it, and they gave us 4 spots for the tournament. It's a pretty big state open. So like just myself and Aaron Price and a couple other guys are gonna go play just honestly to get out of the house for like 4 or 5 days. But it's the only thing I can play in this year because since I've been doing the gambling stuff with the tour, I'm not allowed to play, those events or any events I'd be eligible to play.
Well, you could also get out of the house 4 or 5 days and come to Bethpage with us and hang out. But
I could. I think I'm working that week from the studio.
Lame. Are you working this week or the one of the playoff
this week off, and then I'm doing all the playoffs. I am in the studio for Memphis and Atlanta, and then on the ground for Caves Valley. So that'll be sick.
Nice.
All right, so here's your job. If you're watching on YouTube, click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. In the comments, you can do a couple things. You can comment a grocery store hack that you have, especially if it's Publix, extra bonus points if it's Publix. If you give a really good one that's true, maybe Pat will send you something in the mail real special.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll send you a
you guys still weigh do you still weigh yourself at Publix?
Weigh yourself?
Yeah, the scales at Publix.
I don't. I know exactly. Yeah,
wait, weigh yourself? Like
do you go weigh yourself at Publix on those scales? I mean, that's like a rite of passage when you're a kid, right?
I got to be honest. I didn't even know there's a scale I can stand on in a Publix.
Are you kidding me? Like when you walk into every Publix in the world, there's a scale right next to the.
Oh, I just never.
Never seen.
I question if you really go to Publix now.
I am now questioning too.
I swear, I'm in the zone, bud. I'm in the zone. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow. So either put that in the comments or comment a word or phrase that we could realistically get Matt to work into the broadcast in the next couple weeks over the playoffs. It's got to be something, we can't push it too far, but something for the TJ family to kind of throw out there that Matt can work on getting into the broadcast. That's always fun. It's a good bingo game for us to play as we listen and support Matt, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gambling feed is Tour Championship.
Nice.
Graham Dillette's doing it with me.
There we go. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I've been to the Tour Championship a lot for media, but it's so miserable hot. I don't want to do it anymore.
They got to get out of there. All right, that's another episode. All right.
All right, let's talk Wyndham. Let's talk Sedgefield Country Club par 70. Donald Ross designed. Your defending champ Aaron Rai went bananas last year. Gained a bunch of strokes on approach. Lucas Glover's won here. The likes of JT Poston, Siwoo Kim have won here. Bless his heart. In 2016, Jim Herman. Isn't this the one Jim Herman won at like 400 to 1?
Oh man, what a guy.
Who else? Who else has won here? I feel like I'm missing some of the recent ones. You know, we all know Sedgefield. Greensboro, North Carolina, about 7,100 yards. Bermuda everywhere. I would say, Tom Kim won. Young Tom Kim won here. I forgot about that. I would say this course, I mean, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, hard to really gain a lot of strokes off the tee, especially I'm looking at Bet the Number on the course page. Hard to gain a lot of strokes off the tee. It's kind of like hit the fairway. It's not a super long golf course. This place does seem to be pretty penal from the rough. I will say that Bermuda rough can get kind of tough to judge. Approach bucket really matters, that kind of 150 to 190 range, something like that. And then it's like be good on Bermuda and make a bunch of putts. The green regulation rate here is pretty high. It's like 72.5%, which is well above tour average. So a lot of greens and regs. So you got to make the putts on Bermuda. I mean, it's not really a bomber's course necessarily, but I mean, what do you think? Do you agree with all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're the purest surfaces. These guys will putt all year. I mean, if you're a good putter, you can just run the table here.
Purest all year. That's quite the statement there, man.
Oh yeah, dude, they are. They're so slick there. They almost can get too fast. If you hit a lot of fairways here, I could, it's almost hard to shoot a bad round because it's not super long. There's a lot of like pins that sit in funnels or little, bowls. I do like a Bermuda guy this week. I don't hate a guy that's like, I think there's an art to judging flyers in Bermuda grass, and even at that level, and some guys are just better than others at it.
Is that really where
a good
the
iron
biggest...
play, just a quality iron player in general is what I like here. Off the tee, I think unless you're just battling something, like you have a chance here.
Do you think the biggest Bermuda advantage? I want to hit on something you just said. Do you think the biggest Bermuda advantage is actually in judging the balls off in the rough or putting?
I think
since
putting,
the greens are so pure?
Putting, and then judging like flyer lies from second shots, chipping, all that. But putting, maybe, putting.
You know what's interesting is I actually, when I was building my Bet the Number model,
these fairways, if it like, sorry dude to cut you off, but these fairways, I'm serious because I'll forget it. If God damn it, I'm leaving if you put that up again. These fairways, you're gonna miss some. They're kind of tight. Jesus. Why don't you guys grow up here and get arrested? All right. These fairways, they're kind of tight, and you're gonna miss some. And through the week, you're gonna have to manage these lies. The greens firm up. If they dodge the rain, the greens will firm up, and being in the fairway is very important.
I did see some rain in the forecast. I think we might get a little bit of that.
Wind on the weekend.
Really?
And wind.
And cooler weather on the weekend.
Really?
A little
That's
bit cool.
interesting.
I mean, it's not.
It's a fun course to play. I mean, it's a fun. Yeah.
I was gonna say I was able to get, one of the things I love about Bet the Number is you can kind of pick your approach range, and you can also pick what surface it's coming out of. So I gave it a small weight, but I just want to see it. But strokes gained approach from the Bermuda rough. So I can sit here and look at a sample size. And
Echeverria in there.
Where's Nico? Let's see.
Yeah.
Nico ranks not good.
Really?
Very, very bad. Like Mooey Mal, almost dead last.
Really?
129 out of 156. But that's on
Dude,
this.
I was looking up his stats last night because I had to do something for him on the drop because he's around the bubble, and He was number 1 out of the rough from 50 to 125 yards.
Well, I mean, you can get pretty granular, but I mean, I'm looking at strictly Bermuda rough golf courses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, regardless, go ahead.
I just got this. Normally doesn't happen. Normally, when I'm doing my podcast, everything stays pretty. Nobody bothers me. My wife just delivered a drink to me, and I think she's trying to get me drunk because she knows. Yeah, she knows I have it. Maybe she did. She knows I have a wine up here, but she just brought me. Apparently, she made a watermelon margarita with a salt rim.
Let's see it. Get in there. There we go.
Tasty.
With fresh watermelon juice, she said.
Wow.
It's. I mean, it's pretty good. I could drink that very quickly. Ooh. Anyway, all right. I think that's the golf course. We got to talk season long, Matt, because.
Yeah, where are we at?
We have 3 weeks left this week, and we do the first 2 playoff events. Your boy Tony had a good week. Unfortunately, he won the week with $596,000 thanks to Wyndham Clark and David Lipsky. What a pull! You had Finau and Lauer, who both missed the cut. Matt had Gracerman and Carson Young, who Carson Young made a whop $50,000, and I had Goddard and Higo at about $300,000. So Matt, you are about 900,000 behind. You could definitely
within reach. Well within reach. Could do it this week.
I have the first pick tonight. Tony has sent in his selections. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Tony has sent in his selection. So let me pull up. So we talked about the golf course. Let's talk about the top of the board. Get those picks in. I'm going to go ahead and say I would like Mr. I think I actually want the defending champ. I want Aaron Rai.
Wow.
I hate to have to waste a first pick on Aaron Rai, but that's where we are. Tony has selected with his first pick Ben Griffin. Matt, you are up. Choose wisely. The fate of you having to do a stand-up comedy routine lies with this, probably with this week.
I kind of want to do it. This is tough, man. Give me Siwoo Kim.
Wait a minute. What is it? What are his odds?
35 to 1. Is that too high?
No, we're going to give it to you. It is high, but we're going to let you have it.
I mean, there's only...
We call the shots here.
Yeah, there's only 7 guys that could take a 30 to 1 or less.
Yeah. Pat, you're on the clock. 2 picks.
I'll take Fitzy.
I can't believe anybody took Griffin. Yeah, Fitzy.
Tony took Griffin.
Griffin did get Tony.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. He did take Griffin. My bad. All right, go ahead, Pat.
150 to 1. Well, he's 170 to 1. I'll go with Lipsky.
Lipsky's kind of hot right now, isn't he?
He's had 2/3 in the last few starts.
Yeah. Matt?
3rd at JD, 3rd at 3M.
You got to go for upside here, Matt. Upside.
I know. Fuck, that's what scares me here because he's never won. Upside. All right, this guy's approach numbers have been decent lately, and he's probably the best putter I know right now, other than Denny McCarthy. I'm going to go with Ben Coles at 170 to 1.
Okay. I feel like he's popular this week.
Ben Coles 5. Okay. So then Tony would like. Oh God, he took my guy.
Did he?
Yeah, he took Adam Svensson.
What happened to him last week?
I think Svensson's sneaky down there with the upside, by the way. Tour winner. All of a sudden hitting it good again like he normally does. God dang. Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to get real weird. I'm going with an absolute bomb. He's 300 to 1.
What?
I'm going Harry Higgs.
Wow. Wow, nuclear bomb.
Dude, Higgs, hey, T25 last week, T24 Rocket Mortgage, T28 ISCO, 15th place finish here a couple years ago. Approach numbers looking good again. Watch out for Higgs. I'm thinking Big Daddy's coming. All right. There you go. There's season long. What else? Who else? Top of the board. If we're looking at the top, Matt, are you sticking around for the whole show? Or you bouncing? Okay. I think Fitzy's here. So Fitzy, I don't have any record of Fitzy playing here, at least not recently. We think he's here for the Ryder Cup rankings because, like, I mean, obviously,
what is he in the Ryder Cup rankings?
He is currently. Let me check this. He's
13th. Yeah.
Yep. So obviously you've got like the Ryder Cup angle, and then you've got the guys trying to get into that top 70 so they can get in next week. Remember, the top 100 is after the fall. So, if you got to keep your tour card in the top 100, you have through the FedEx Cup fall to do that. But the top 70 after this week get into the playoffs, which obviously does a lot of things. And then it's top 50, and then you have the rest going to East Lake. So you do have those kind of bubble situations this week. I think Fitz is here probably for the Ryder Cup and just to keep riding the hot form. He took a week off after the Open. Keegan, what do we think? I wanted to ask that question. Pat, I'm going to throw this to you, and we'll let Matt chime in.
Okay.
What do we think about Keegan? Because here's my question. He is currently, I think, 10th in the rankings. Let me look. Yeah, he's 10th in the rankings. I think he's on record saying he would only play himself if he qualified on points in the top 6. I don't know that he can do that short of a win. Maybe he could. But what do you think he's going to do if he's in 10th place or better come Ryder Cup time? Do you think he's actually going to not pick himself? Like if he's 10, 9, 8, do you think he's not going to pick himself?
I think he's going to pick himself, but I think it's going to be kind of like an indirect picking of himself. I think somebody else, or like there's going to be co-captains who say, you're on the team. You can say that you're not picking yourself, but you're on the team. So I think he's going to be on the team. Good. We just lost DB because
very strong.
It must be a strong drink there. But I think he's going to be on the team. I think he's going to play well this week too. I think Keegan's going to play well. I think he wants to be on his own team very badly. And I'm expecting him to be on there.
Matt, what do you think?
I think he's going to be on there too. I mean, I could totally see what you're saying, Pat, like how it gets presented. But I think at the end of the day, he's got to be on there, dude. Just and even if he is on record saying that, DB, who cares? He's allowed to change his mind.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not allowed. I'm just curious what we think he's going to do.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters how he plays this week either. He's picked quite a bit of assistant captains, hasn't he? I feel like he's got 4 or 5 now.
Actually, I don't know.
Just pick Gary.
He's got Furyk, Kisner, Simpson, Snedeker, and Woodland.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I could see him handing it off to like Woodland and or whoever. But I would go Woodland just off of like the human as my leader. But it's like, what kind of role does Keegan take if he plays? Like, is he?
Yeah.
That's the unknown here. It's I don't know. We'll see. It's like Travis Hunter for the Jags. Like, what is he? Is he going to play offense and defense? Like, what are we doing?
God, I can't wait to get into some football talk this year.
Same.
Well, so what do we think about the top of the board then? Like, is this because I kind of
I'm a bit of an unknown on Keegan. He hasn't played a ton, has he? I say I'm unknown on Keegan, and I fucking take Siwoo hasn't done shit in the last 5 tournaments.
I mean, he hasn't played a lot. He hasn't played this tournament very much. He played it last year, but I mean, he has been kind of picking his spots. But I feel like he's trying to ride the hot hand right now. I mean, he's playing well.
Yeah.
I don't love the top of this board though, from an outright standpoint. I mean, there's some decent names here, but I just think it's kind of like last week where the top is so weak. It doesn't really make a ton of sense for me. So I don't really get you. I mean, sure, I think Ben Griffin could win here. I think he could get really hot in North Carolina, his home state, home kind of feel event. He's a Sea Island guy, so he's very comfy on Bermuda. He's had a great year. He's got 2 top 7 finishes here in the last 3 years. He could totally win this thing, but at 28-1, I don't know that I feel like doing that. You know, I think Harry Hall in that top range is interesting right there with your boy Siwoo. Matt, I don't like Siwoo's putting right now. Like,
I don't either. I want to change my pick.
yeah,
Is that allowed?
Oh, geez, are we gonna make another exception for? Yeah, we're gonna.
No,
we're
leave
gonna,
it. Leave it. Leave it.
No. Change it.
All right,
Who do you want?
change it. I want.
Siwoo's gonna win now.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking
This
great.
is a total
Hey,
mush. By the way,
it really is. Can I go further down the board?
No, we already made an
No?
exception for Siwoo.
Oh,
It's
fuck!
supposed-
How
I gotta
far
go
down
on
do you
these
want to go?
guys.
yeah.
Like
Who do you want to go
50
to?
Like 50 to 1-ish.
Who?
I kind of want to go. Oh, I don't know, man. It's tough. I would probably go even further down.
Hmm.
Will you
I
give
didn't
me?
really realize
Will you give me? Will you give me? Will you give me?
Just take the whole board.
Sam,
What's
Sam Stevens. Give me Sam Stevens this week is my favorite.
Sam Stevens. Oh, what is happening? So so
I'm subbing out Siwoo for Sam Stevens.
what is he's 50-1?
Yeah, he's like 55 to 1 maybe.
Are we doing this, Pat? Are we doing this?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. We can go.
I don't. I mean, he's 50-1. In theory, it should be harder.
Okay, can I? All right, give me Jordan Spieth.
Okay, we can go there.
All right, I'll take
Well,
Spieth.
that actually
30 to 1.
If
Yeah.
you want Spieth, okay.
Okay, all right.
I'll take
Jordan
Spieth.
Spieth, official Jordan Spieth. So
Yes.
okay. So what do we? So okay, Pat, do you like anybody up here? Because I don't really like anybody until we get to Glover at 40.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do like a lot how Fitzy's playing, and I think he can continue that and potentially win this week. But then after that, it drops down a good bit to me, down to that Lucas, Harry Hall, Jake Knapp area is where it's kind of like last week, you know. Kitty was 35 to 1 in some books, 40 to 1. I think you got 40 to 1. That's the range where I think you might, this kind of 35 to 50 to 1, 60 to 1 is where you're going to see the winner. I got one guy that's 55 that I absolutely love this week.
Is it Sam Stevens?
It's not.
Who is it?
It's
Kenny?
Nikolai Højgaard sitting there
What?
at 71 in the point standings, in the FedEx standings. I like Højgaard a lot. 55 to 1, and coming off of a 4th at the Scottish Open, 14th at the Open Championship. He finished 14th here a couple of years ago. Now, I think from a stat standpoint, he's definitely not going to come out here and wow you, but I do like the T24, T4, 14th, the last three starts. I think Højgaard could make a little noise here.
Yeah, I prefer the more accurate off the tee Bermuda specialists, and I don't really put that. I don't associate that with Højgaard, or you mentioned him briefly, but like Jake Knapp. Jake's playing great, and I love Knapp, but
yeah, if you look at the history here, like I know we said that this is. Matt mentioned right at the beginning that this is kind of a horse for course type place, but I don't know if I agree with that. When you look at the past like history, and I'm a guy that that's one of the first things I go to is course history. It's all over the place for these people. I mean, it's all over. There's nobody that's consistently good here.
Hey, Matt, do you think is it a hard course to figure out?
No. I think guys, I don't know, man. I don't agree with that either. I'm going to fight back on that one.
I mean, let me give you.
Anyone can have 1 or 2 years off of a tournament where they're just not playing good golf. But like for the most part,
Siwoo's a perfect example, Matt. Look at it.
He was a maniac. He
all over the
place.
third in 2020, second in 2021.
Terrible example.
With draw, 3 missed cuts. That is a bad one. Okay. All right. Ben Griffin, 4th, missed cut, T7.
That's white boy Siwoo. That's American Siwoo. That's Southeastern Siwoo.
Aaron Rye.
Wait. Aaron Rye. What did Big Griffin do? What did Big Griffin do?
4th miscut T7.
Okay, you just proved my point right there. Dude, that's a guy who plays good here. He's missed one cut, but he's got 2 top 10s. I mean, what more do you want
That's
from
not a
him?
good
Like, that's a
example
guy
either.
that's a guy
3 times.
like
That's two not good examples in a row.
That's
Pat.
two not good examples.
all right, let's move on.
How about this? Denny McCarthy. Denny McCarthy's got a perfect profile for this golf tournament, probably.
Is
That's
what's
true.
Denny like on Bermuda grass?
Miscut T33.
What's he like on Bermuda grass?
I think he putts well on it on anything, but
I also think this course, if it favors one guy, like a direction you work the ball, I feel like it's a draw here. Yeah, for sure. There's a couple holes you have to draw it on, but like, you know, some guys that fade it they just don't like the look of some of these holes or tee shots.
I just think there's a lot. I mean, there are a few different types of players that can win here. I mean, I agree. I think you want the guys that are, you know, like a Kiz type or something like Tom Kim, who hits a lot of fairways. But I think there are different ways to get it done on this golf course.
The more I'm looking at this board, the more I can almost go ahead and tell you my card already.
Okay.
And normally that's not the case for a Monday, but there's just so few options at the top, and there are a couple bombs at the bottom I like, but it is similar to last week where I really like this mid-range, but maybe a little longer. I mentioned Lucas Glover. I like Lucas Glover here. I think Glover can win out of nowhere, especially on a course where he feels good, and this is one of those. I hit him here when he won, and he's been hitting it well again, and he's a Bermuda guy. I'm in on Lucas Glover at 40. I usually never take the rat poison South African Christian Bezadenhout at 70. I just never take him, but I like it. He ranks well in my model, which I will say, like, my model compared to the BTN model this week and most weeks is very nerdy. I've got a ton of stats in there. It's super nerd model stuff, but he does rank well. I don't know what he ranks in the BTN model. It feels like it's similar to Rye. Like, he feels similar to Rye to me. It's like he's been on tour for a while. He's come close maybe once or twice, but he's never quite gotten it done. And then finally, he's just going to do it in an event like this that kind of suits him. He's playing okay. I like the profile of Seabez, and I don't mind him at 70-1. And then Grillo, I don't know why Grillo is 75-1 or 80-1 on FanDuel. I think that's stupid. I think Grillo is playing really good golf. He could have won the John Deere. That was one of my recent runner-ups that I had to sweat out a loss. Played well at the 3M. I think Grillo is playing good golf. He's 4th in my model. He's 75-1. Him and Seabez both are kind of in that bubble range for the FedEx Cup. Seabez is 74th in the FedEx Cup standing, so he's got to have a good week to get in that top 70. Grillo is probably going to be there. He's 66th, but with a really bad week, he could fall out. But I just think Grillo is playing really well. So those two guys, I really like. It's like Glover, Seabez, and Grillo, and then I'm in the triple-digit range for the card.
I think Glover, by the way, is a good example of what I was just talking about.
I finally helped you find an example of what
you
you're talking
finally
about.
helped me find one, and I probably should have mentioned him first. He's the perfect.
Let's peel off his results.
All right,
Bad.
20
and then a
miscut, T54 win, miscut.
He got hot when he won, though. Remember, he won this.
Yeah, that was when he won 2 in a row.
But Glover's also like, he's such a terrible putter. He's a great example of, like, it's kind of Siwoo, where he's a ball striker. He can't putt worth a lick, but 1 week out of the year for 4 days, the hole looks big. He makes some putts, and now he boat races the field because his ball striking is so good. That's what Siwoo did when he won.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my point is really that I think you could look at folks that have missed the last 2 cuts here and say, well, they still fit a profile and they can win.
Does Emmy's putter scare you about, like, closing on, especially on the greens like these?
Yes. When you say Emmy, you mean Emiliano?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, it does. His putter always scares me.
All right, I got a guy. I watched this,
but he's been putting better lately, Matt. Like,
has he?
Yeah, like that's one of the things that's interesting about him this year. I think the putter's gotten a little better, a little more consistent.
I watched Pearson Coody play golf last week. And look, 2 totally different golf courses, but man, that kid fucking flushed it, dude. I mean, he got nothing out of his golf the last 2 days and whatever he finished, or what did he finish? Tied for
T3.
third. Yeah, got nothing out of it. I mean, I felt like all we did was watch him lip out putts. He's playing some nice golf right now, and he's a big talent that hasn't quite hit yet, but man, his golf swing looked really good, and that might be worth a look there.
Well, he gained 3.5 strokes putting last week, and gained
then I lied.
Gained about a half a stroke on approach, but he did gain a ton off the tee.
Well, that was raw, obviously not researching his stats, but
yeah,
he hit a lot of close shots that just kept burning edges. Finally hit a bad shot, pay the price for it, kind of deal.
You raw dogged Pearson Coody, right there.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, I had a couple more that caught my eye around that range. Matt Wallace is also a guy that's playing for that Ryder Cup spot. He's 12th.
Yeah.
Had a really nice round, final round on Sunday. Obviously, Fitzpatrick's playing this week. I mean, it's almost like they're competing against each other. It feels like. Maybe pay attention to him as well.
Pat loves Matt Wallace, by the way.
Do you, like, as a human?
Oh yeah, we're great friends. I had to tweet about him for a week.
Why?
Yeah,
I can't even remember why I had to do.
He lost a bet.
I lost a bet.
And then Sam Stevens, I thought he putted decent. He made a lot of putts last week. I like him.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
All right, before we get to triple digits, Pat, you have anybody?
Well, I mean, of course, I'm going to look at Bud Colley a little bit.
What's going on with Bud?
Yeah, what's up with that? Because this place is right up his alley.
Yeah,
really
and then
is.
I looked. What's he doing? He's lost it a little bit. Have you
Well,
talked to him
I
lately,
don't feel
Pat?
like I have not, but I just don't know if the Scottish or the Open or his right up his alley. He was pretty good at the Travelers with a T25.
Is Bud a nationalist? Is that
I
what
think
you're saying?
Bud's.
Hey,
He is.
Kuchar 90-1 do anything for you?
No, absolutely not. Flaccid as all get out.
Chris Kirk 100-1 do anything for you?
Now, Chris Kirk could do. I feel like he could do something out here at 100-1. But don't forget. Before we get to the triple digits, I think this Jackson Coyven kid is going to be absolute stud, and he's 70-1. He had the 11th place at the John Deere, and then I think he finished top 15 or 6 at the ISCO.
He's putting his balls off, which is good.
I don't know if he wins, but I mean,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think he's ready to win?
I had him the last. Whoever he was paired with a big name the last day at the Deere. Not a big name. He might have been the big name actually. It was a pretty weak field, but
big name.
I
heard of him?
I had him for 18 holes, and he made fucking everything. I mean, he was very impressive. Like he's gonna have a nice career, but he couldn't have got much more out of the round he played.
Dude, Jackson was paired with a big name. You ever heard of Taylor Moore? Huh? He was playing with him.
Is that who it was?
I don't know.
that would have been a quick pull if you did really pull that.
I know, right?
No, I don't know. I was just making fun
I know.
of the big
We
name
know.
thing.
No,
Chris Kirk was the next name on my list. Like Chris Kirk is on my card. I can tell you that right now. 100-1 in this field for a guy who is a multi-winner on tour, came close just a few weeks ago at the Rocket Mortgage. Like, I think that's an insane number. And this is how come Chris Kirk hasn't played better here? Because I'm not saying he hasn't had good finishes here. He has, but he's kind of an anomaly here because this feels like a great Chris Kirk. And you said the thing about the draw.
Yeah,
he's a Bermuda guy.
It does feel like it's right up his alley as well.
You don't have to hit it long. You just hit fairways. You hit the draw, and like his best finish here since 2016 is a 11th in 2018. But we've also just seen him pop out of nowhere, like the runner-up he had at the Rocket Mortgage just a few weeks ago. So I love Chris Kirk in 100. I'm
73rd, by the way, in the FedEx standings. So
yeah, there you go.
Needs
another close one.
I got one at 110. I like Jacob Bridgman. Hasn't won yet, but I feel like this place also could be kind of his style. Missed the cut last week. Not super
We
worried
talked
about it.
about
Tied for
Bridgman.
12th here last year.
Didn't we talk about Bridgman last week, Pat? I feel like
I
we
feel
did.
like it was maybe. Yeah,
It was you. It was not me. I don't understand the Jacob Bridgman thing.
You
I
don't
think
like
that's
him?
what you said too.
Yeah, and it just he feels like a CPA to me. I don't know. He just feels like that's a CPA name, like Bridgman and Associates or Bridgman.
Dude, one of my favorite humans ever caddies for him, GW Cable. He's got a freaking rock star as a caddy. I like Jacob a lot. I think he's a solid kid. Yeah. Nice player too.
I think another guy at 110 to 1 right there, Austin Eckroat.
Yep. What's he been up to this year?
Not a lot, but he's he's random though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's played better this summer with he had a T25.
It was bad there for a minute.
11th at the John Deere. I think he was up in the lead at the John Deere a few weeks ago. He doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't feel like he necessarily fits this profile, but I mean, he finished 6th here last year, and he's 33 in the BTN model.
Is Davis Riley back to losing it again?
God, I didn't even
He's
know.
200 to 1 this week.
Did Matt just say Davis Riley?
Yeah.
No.
Is he back to gone?
Yeah. Didn't Eckroat win? He won PGA National, right? Matt, how similar are those courses, PGA National, to this place?
Not super similar.
Other than Bermuda.
Yeah. Well, PGA National is overseed, like the rough.
Because it's in March or whatever.
Yeah, all the Florida tracks are.
Yeah.
I my best comparison to this would be like Sony.
Why lie?
Yeah. A lot of bent, lot of dog legs. You're gonna have to judge flyer lies throughout the week. I mean, it's just impossible to not run into that at some point. Dicey chips around the greens, sketchy Bermuda lies.
Did you know Webb named one of his kids after this golf course?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes. Okay. Let me throw this out there to you guys. You ready?
Yeah.
I have 2 players here.
Okay.
One player is 65 to 1.
Okay.
One player is 170 to 150 to 1, depending on where you look. One player ranks 14th in DB's model. One player ranks 98th. The player that ranks 98th is 65 to 1. The player that ranks 14th, 150 to 1, is top 30, top 35 in all of the approach stats that I put in, and he's 13th in driving accuracy.
And he's 90th in the model.
He's 14th in the model and 150 to 1. And they both share the same. They both share the same last name.
Højgaard.
Svensson.
Oh, the what's
Adam
the other guy's
Svensson.
name?
Jesper. Which Jesper's a dog. Like, love Jesper, but he hits it a million miles, which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like Svensson is 13th in this field in driving accuracy percentage over the last 30 rounds. His approach play has started to look like kind of what we see Adam Svensson do when he's on, which is like he hits his irons really freaking well. He can't putt worth a lick, but then when he all of a sudden does, he pops, like winning the RSM Classic in another Bermuda spot in Sea Island. His putting here at this course has been tremendous the last 3 years, way above his baseline. Last year at this place, he gained almost 7 strokes putting. The year before, 5.4. The year before that, 2.1. And he's 170 on FanDuel. And he's won on the PGA Tour.
Sold.
Pat, you in? Squad ride?
Yeah, I think you got me.
And he shot 60 last week.
And he shot a 60 last week.
Yeah.
You know what this means? Because it's kind of scary. I don't even know if Matt knows about this.
Oh.
It's the rape whistle buddy bet of the week, guys.
Rape whistle.
Scary. We're walking into a scary parking deck where we gotta have a buddy. We gotta hold hands because the Svensson parking deck is very treacherous, and you could get in trouble. You could get really messed up. And
how many guys are going to be on your card this week?
Maybe a lot because I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of. I got some bombs. I mean, there were 8 last week. I could see 8 or 9 this week.
You know who could potentially win here? Matt.
I have a name.
Matt
I
Kuchar.
don't roll with me on this one. You know who can win? He's Jim Herman, basically on steroids. Brian Campbell. Brian Campbell.
I will definitely roll with
Number
you.
3. Victory number 3 this week.
Is he in the field?
200 to 1.
Dude, I can't believe you just took that from me. I was gonna have this whole lead up and say I kind of want to bet Brian Campbell, and I hate him, but it's like a hate bet. I saw that too, Pat, and I'm like 200. He's 250 on FanDuel. 250. The guy's won twice on tour. One time was on a course he had no effing business winning on. And now he's on a course that he does have, he could do well on. I mean, he's hitting like 120% of his fairways because he can't hit it anywhere.
He could win on all 3 surfaces this year: Paspalum, Bent, and Bermuda.
Oh, that's a crazy stat. Look at that.
I mean, what a well-rounded player that you hate on, by the way.
And when you look,
and if he wins, is he on the Ryder Cup team?
No, God no. God no. But I do think this is his last chance to win before the Ryder. This is his last chance to win before the Ryder Cup. So I was thinking, okay, I made my commitment. I don't even know if was Matt on here when I said that if Brian Campbell's on the U.S. Ryder Cup team, I'm going to the Ryder Cup and I'm pulling for Europe.
Yeah,
I'm out. So if I bet him though this week and he does win, and that's going to basically seal the deal. He's on the Ryder Cup team, 3 wins. How can you not be? That will at least offset my, having to do that. But I think I'm betting him.
I'm not betting him.
Why? Why would you not bet him?
I don't see it happening, man. I mean, it's already that well is run dry this year. Maybe I'll go back to it another time. But
that you're coming from you, Matt, because we thought.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. You want me to bet it with you? I'll bet it with you, dude.
No, but we thought for a second you were his burner account that was, burning us on the YouTube.
Oh yeah,
thing.
YouTube. Oh, were you here for that, Matt? I don't think you were here for that.
He was not. Maybe you were out. Yeah, you were out.
Whatever week it was, I went off on him. That week we had a comment on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
On the YouTube video from a channel called Brian Campbell PGA. Well, it's got to be him. But who would create a fake Brian Campbell YouTube account?
How can you tell if it's him or not?
You can't. But again, Matt, are you hearing me? The title of the channel is Brian Campbell PGA with his picture on it. What psychopath sets up a fake account to be Brian Campbell on YouTube except for Brian Campbell? That's his YouTube account.
What's he at on? Next, if I see him next, I'll ask him. I'll apologize for you when I see him.
No, don't apologize. Do not apologize for me. I don't want you to apologize. I want you to say what you feel. If you think I'm an asshat for it, then you tell him. But you can say, "Hey,
so
David,
I'll apologize for you."
No,
it's
totally him.
For the poor take.
All right. Well, we're all betting that at 250 to 1. Like, Matt, how could you not sprinkle?
I'm gonna do it. I'll sprinkle a little. I liked your other play better though. The one you just talked about, Svensson.
All right, that's all I got. Y'all got anybody else?
That's it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's it.
Can I real quick on the top 20s? I think Ben Griffin at plus 120 and Griot, Emmy, as Matt likes to call him, he's now plus 320 on FanDuel. Like really? 3 to 1 for that guy to be in the top 20 here seems a little long to me. I love those two. And then I'm going to throw out a bomb. And I kind of already alluded to my affection for this guy. He's played here 4 times. He has 1 top 20, but he seems to be playing better right now with a few top 25s, top 30s in the last few weeks. I'm going 9 to 1 top 20, Harry Hicks. 9 to 1.
Okay.
Like it.
Top 20 bets for you boys.
I would lock in. For me, I mean, getting plus money on Fitzy, I'll do that. And then I'll say Keegan plus 125. So two shorter odds, top 20 guys, like both of them. And then I think I had Svensson actually written down as my top 20. So you get in case it's outright, but he's plus 450 still for top 20. I like that.
I love that.
I like Keegan, top 20. I like Sam Stevens, top 20. And then my bomb will be Ben Coles. I believe at 5-1.
Ben Cole's 5.
Yeah, for a top 20.
Matt,
I really like the confidence in your voice this week, DB. I might just tail your card.
Ooh.
Look at you, bud. I'm feeling good.
John, and then sprinkle something on BC.
Oh, he'll be on there. I can tell you that right now with an asterisk.
With an asterisk.
Yeah.
We should have BC on here if it really was him.
It would be great. He'd be a good guest. I guess. I don't know.
We quit doing.
Dude, he seems like a great guy. I mean, his interviews are good.
They are. What's good about him?
I think he's a solid guy.
What?
I mean, what do you want him to do? Do like cartwheels and stuff when he?
Well, no, but I mean, what makes a good interview to you? Just because he's a solid guy, I don't think that makes him a good interview.
Someone who can like hold a conversation and not sound like an idiot. I mean,
that's a low bar.
I think he's well. You'd be surprised, dude. I mean,
that's a low bar.
Speaking of Spence's one of them. Remember when he gave the interview after the round at the Masters? He didn't even know what Eamon Corner was. Didn't even know his caddy's name. Like, I mean, that's a terrible.
Have you ever hung out with Adam Svensson, Matt?
Not like outside of the course, but he's a cool. I like him. I like Adam.
Okay,
I like his game.
I want to pivot real quick as we end, because I do think I think somebody counted on the internet, and I don't know if this is true. I'm not going to verify it, but of the 74, that's not a made up number, of the 74 of the 74 cameos that took place in Happy Gilmore 2, I think it's a big miss on Happy Madison Productions that Matt Every was not one of those cameos, especially given that you do have a mildly documented history of some sort of anger on the course, which plays right into the Happy Gilmore theme. It's very disappointing, and I just want to make that public to all people. If anybody's listening, if Adam Sandler's listening, or anybody at Happy Madison's Productions is listening, I think that was a big whiff on your part. I mean, you had freaking, you had dang all kind of dumb people in there. You just shafted Matt Every there. I think that was a whiff. Have you guys seen the movie?
No, I thought about watching it tonight with the kids.
I watched it last night with my 14-year-old.
How was it? Is it cool if I watch it with like my 13 and 10-year-old?
10-year-old, I don't know what your standard
10-year-old
is.
Daughter. 10-year-old daughter.
Nope, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
All right.
But yeah, have you watched it, Pat?
I have not yet.
Well, so my 14-year-old was seeing a bunch of stuff about it, and he was like asking me about it last week. He had never seen the first one, so we watched the first one, and he liked it, which I thought was kind of crazy because I hadn't watched it in a decade, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. But last night we sat down and watched it, and I will say, and I've seen there's so many takes on Twitter about this, but it was actually I liked it maybe as much or maybe better than the first one, but obviously you have to go into it knowing this is a cheesy slapstick comedy, just stupid movie. The only thing there was a part of it that I did not like at the end. It's kind of how they settled a tournament at the end. I thought was kind of dumb. But what I was not expecting, I had no idea. All the people that like pre-screened this movie, all the golf people that watched this movie before it came out, no one talked about before it came out that this was basically a big jab to Liv. Like the storyline in this movie is essentially making fun of Liv.
Weren't there like Liv guys in it, like Bryson?
Yeah. Bubba makes a very brief cameo, but Bryson and Brooks are all over it. And this thing very clearly is mimicking and making a parody of Liv, and it's funny. It's very funny. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. You just have to go into it knowing that.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not like Clint Eastwood's in this movie. I mean,
Right.
you know what you're getting with an Adam Sandler movie. I bet it's all right. Get some
But
laughs.
74 different cameo, like random people cameoed here.
I've seen a couple clips online. Will Zalatoris, he had a big part in it.
Will was, yeah, actually, there was a few
Like
surprises.
he cusses and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and you know, there's a bunch of tour players in it, and some have very minor parts, but there was a few that had more. Like Xander had a couple good ones in there.
Yeah.
Willie Z was very good. I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool. Scotty was amazing. The scene
heard
with
Scotty
Scotty
was-
that they allude to was tremendous. There was some surprise. John Daly was freaking. I mean, just
Really?
Siskel and Ebert, R.I.P. Like Siskel and Ebert, 2 thumbs up for Uncle John Daly in that movie.
Bro,
Unbelievable,
he's an entertainer. You know he's gonna just
dude. And he was,
clean
and
house.
really, all he was doing was playing himself. I mean, he was not having to get into character.
Not difficult.
No, he was not having to get into character. He was awesome. Bad Bunny was a massive surprise.
Oh no,
I had no idea that Bad Bunny.
Is that a rapper?
Patrick,
No, he's a DJ, I think.
Oh really? DJ. What is he?
I don't know. I think he's like a rapper DJ. I don't know.
DB, get back here.
He's
Who's
like
Bad
the guy,
Bunny?
that gets up there and plays that EDM stuff.
Who
or
is
something.
Bad Bunny?
What, Pat? What do you call it? What do you call it?
A DJ.
No, the EDM music.
Yeah,
You call it, you call it the oons music.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just a bunch of noises.
Yeah, I mean he's you could say that. You could say that. He's more of a rapper, but anyway, he was good. It's worth the watch. It's worth the watch. Like, yeah, it's nostalgic for guys like us.
Is it like an hour and a half?
It's like an hour 50.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But did
All
you
right.
guys? I haven't been on here in a while. Did you watch? Did you see the home run derby? My guy O'Neal Cruz.
Oh yeah. Well,
I did.
Trade deadline Thursday. They're talking about just the 2 New York teams who might be going to those.
Oh gosh.
That'd be
Dude,
sick.
Oh man, the Braves. The Braves have been just
They're in the shitter.
God, just so bad.
Night for the Braves.
Dude, how about that? Was it at the Yankees game? Hopefully we see this. Was it at the Yankees game? That guy was checking his girl's oil in the stands. Do you see that clip?
I did. It was a Phillies game, I think. Yeah. Did you see that? I mean, how did?
Dude,
Like,
I hope we see that at the Yankees game in September. I think that'd be awesome. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that.
I haven't seen
Huh?
it. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh, dude,
they're
it's
like,
crazy.
and it's not like they're the only ones there. I mean, there's
No,
people around them.
There's people
Like,
everywhere.
yeah.
All right. Well, I've had a
Checking
tequila
their
drink and
oil.
wine, so I probably
right.
gotta go.
We'll see you guys.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Mary Screensby Green, bend over your bookie. See ya. Out. Tour Junkies featuring David Barnett is not an affiliate of CWM LLC. Opinions expressed by the host or guests do not reflect those of CWM LLC. CWM LLC does not endorse gambling or the entities promoted by the Tour Junkies podcast. David is a non-registered representative of CWM LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.